Hello my friends, this is Elisabetta, an Italian watercolor artist. Today we are reviewing this artist grade watercolor set of 24 tubes by Paul Rubens that I have already used a lot and I really like. Let's see together why. This set comes in a very elegant luxury cardboard box, and inside you can find the complete catalog of their colors that you can buy open stock in tubes and pans. Not all the colors you can find in pans, but in tubes you can find all the colors. These 24 color set are a basic set, then they have some special sets that we will review together in the future. I have already used them. What I have done, I have poured them in a small tin set. This is my go-to travel set. I take it with me when I travel. And I must say it rewets very, very well. Let's swatch them together. Okay, let's start swatching them. I will swatch them directly from the tubes that I have squeezed in pans. I will reactivate them with a good spray, and I will start swatching my permanent lemon yellow. Very, very pigmented. It's very bright, and I must say that these colors, I'm so happy about this purchase that I have done. It's great value for money. This is cadmium yellow medium, and it is slightly opaque like most cadmium colors. It's PY35. Almost all of them are single pigments, which is great for mixing. PY83 is their formula of Indian yellow. Indian yellow, I must say, has a different formula for each brand almost. This is almost a light orange, and I like it very much. I use it a lot, both in florals and sunsets. So in my sky, I like to use it. It's really luminous, heavily pigmented, transparent. Then we have cadmium orange red. It's PO73. It's going to be slightly opaque. It's very, very vibrant. And these colors need to be always toned down because they're very, very vibrant. They're very pure. I like them. It's not so easy to water down. Let's go to number 5, which is Scarlet, PR123. Number 5, Scarlet. Scarlet should be deep red, more on the warm side. It's very easy to water down. It's really a great color. It's great mixing color for me. I wouldn't use it pure as it is, but it's great color. Number 6 is Butter Red. It's PR177, always single pigment. It's cooler red, always also very pigmented. Very nice to be used, for instance, in summer fruit. I like to paint summer fruit. I'm a food illustrator, so this is perfect for watermelon or cherries. and you can easily mix it because it's a single pigment. It's very easy to water down. Now Mother Red Dip, which is the number 7. It's PV19, which is quinacridone violet. Quinacridone colors are very stable, very light fast, very vibrant, and this is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. It's a dark magenta. It's more on the violet side because it's PV19. It's basically a magenta. Look at how beautiful it is in florals, or to tone down, for instance, a green. Now we go to permanent violet, which is PV23, and it is number 8. I think this is dioxazine violet, although it doesn't say so. It's the same pigment. And it's a rich, deep violet on the blue side. Very nice when watered down, also it's lavender. Now Cobalt Blue. Cobalt Blue is PB28, which is the true Cobalt Blue. I am not always a fan of Cobalt Blue. It depends very much on the brand. Some brands are too opaque for me, but this is really nice. Imagine how pretty it is in sky. And it's heavily granulating also, which is a quality of Cobalt Blue, and the quality that I like to exploit. When I mix my Cobalt Blue, I get some very granulating mixes. Then we have French ultramarine. They spell France ultramarine, but it's called it's French ultramarine. I'm not completely sure of the difference between standard ultramarine. This is my French ultramarine. Should be more granulating compared to standard ultramarine, and it is a very vibrant color. Very nice, I think, in mixes. It's very, very vibrant. I wouldn't use it maybe as it is, but some touches in sky would probably add some drama. And then we go to Prussian Blue, PB27. Prussian Blue is a very controversial color. Not everyone likes it, but I like it because it has a turquoise touch that I like to use in deep sea, for instance, or for clothes. I like to use it for worn out jeans, for instance, or for Victorian Regency women dresses. I think it is really nice. Not granulating at all, so if you want a blue which is not granulating, you can use this one. Look at how granulating Cobalt and ultramarine are. Sea Blue is PB15-3, which is phthalo blue green shade. So it's perfect for summer sea, summer skies. I like to use phthalo. Phthalo is a dramatic color, and it's nice in mixes, but I also like it pure. I also like it pure. For instance, for sea. Then we have blue, it's PB36, which should be cobalt oxide, and it's number 13. Other brands, they use it in cobalt blue, and it is a very, very pretty color. Look how beautiful it is. It is almost a turquoise, and if you add a touch of green, it becomes a turquoise. Single pigment. I think this is gorgeous. Also for sky, for florals. It's slightly muted. I love it. Then we go to the greens. To the greens, we have our first multi-pigment color, and it is this yellow green. It's called May green in other brands. It's green and yellow. It's a combination of green and yellow, and it's a bit artificial, but for faraway meadows or for some touches of light, for high branches, or for leaves that are towards the sunshine. I think this is very nice. I use it as a base for my trees, and then I add darker greens. Then we have tree green. Tree green has 4 pigments. It even has some white, so I wouldn't mix it. I just would use it as it is. It is already very pretty. I think this is, sorry to say, because it's multi-pigment, I'm not a fan of multi-pigment, but this is a really beautiful green. It has a nice color separation, and it's transparent, although it has white, and it varies a lot from dark to light. It's muted, it's vibrant, great color. Then we go to Hooker's Green Brilliant. These greens of Paul Rubens are very beautiful. So it's Hooker's Green, it's PG 17, again a cobalt green, and this is also a green that I really like, especially if you add some brown, for instance, and you tone it down, you get a very nice dark green. It's a single pigment, so you can mix it as much as you like. Just add some burnt sienna or some brown, and you get an incredible muted shade. Then we have emerald green, PG7. Okay, emerald green, our last green. It's almost a viridian. It's a very deep, very pure phthalo. Of course, this is only a mixing shade. You wouldn't use it straight from the tube or straight from the pan, but as a base, it's great because it's a single pigment. And as a base, it is great, as it is single pigment and very vibrant. Let's go to the earth colors, my favorite. Yellow ochre, they have Mars yellow, the PY42, so it's a synthetic pigment and not the PY43, which is the natural yellow ochre. Many brands choose PY42, which is maybe slightly more transparent than PY43, and it's also a lovely color. I like this Paul Rubens yellow ochre. Then they have a Pozzuoli red ochre, which is red iron oxide, PR101, one of my favorite pigment. You can treat it in many different ways. This is Pozzuoli red ochre. It's like an English red, but it is more transparent. It's like a red iron oxide. You see, it's not opaque at all. It's very transparent. And it is a lovely color, lovely brick color. Then we go to our burnt sienna. There are two schools of thought for burnt sienna. This is P Brown 7 and not PR 101. And it's a lovely burnt sienna. There's a lot of variety in it. It's very warm. It's really nice. Think of landscape with this one. Then we have amber. Once again, PR 101. Same as Pozzuoli, but a completely different color. It's also very transparent. It's not the amber that you would find in other brands. It's more a burnt sienna, but made with the PR 101. Then we have burnt brown, which is basically a burnt amber. I'm not a big fan of it. There is some green from the next pan. It's more like a raw amber. I'm not crazy. It's very cool brown, not very pigmented. I can live without. Then we have Payne's Gray. Payne's Gray also has a different formula in each brand. In Paul Rubens, they're using PB15, PB29, which is ultramarine, and P Black 9, which is ivory black. It's a very bluish, look at this, it's a very bluish Payne's Gray. It's almost an indigo. Actually, they don't have an indigo, but you can use this Payne's Gray as an indigo because it's very, very bluish, which I like. But for a shadow, maybe you should add some red to warm it up. And then we have black. They have Coal Black, which is PBK7. And it's not my favorite black. It's a bit dirty, but you can use it to darken or mute some colors. Now the paints are dry, and I don't see a very strong dry shift, which means that they stay vibrant, and the color is very, very similar to the color when it is wet. There is one color that I'm not really happy. It is burnt brown. There is not a proper burnt amber in this set. And also I don't see an indigo blue, which is also a very, very nice color to use. You can mix very nice greens, for instance, with indigo. But the range is very complete, except for that. And there is no white, which we don't miss, actually. They are almost all single pigments, which is great for a brand because you can mix them. And there are only 2 multi-pigment colors that are these 2 red, yellow, green, and 3 green, which are also very nice colors, so it's not a waste. I think that as a starting set for a beginner or even for an intermediate artist that want to have value for money, this is great paint. The colors are vibrant, the formula is extraordinary, they rewet very, very easily. I'm very, very happy. This is my travel set, and this is my go-to set when I travel. I must say that with this small tin where I have poured my tubes, I have gone a long way. I've had this for a long time and I keep using it. I can paint a lot with this set and with very good results. So I'm very, very happy of this set, and I can recommend it sincerely as probably one of the best starting sets for beginner or intermediate artist. Ciao, I see you in my next review.